Hello and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation and a new book review on Maisie Hill's Period Power. Period Power is a handbook for periods, hormones and your menstrual cycle, and how knowledge about how these three things work will give you the power to manage your period without hating it. This is another book that is not easily available because Australian bookstores have their women's health section full of diet books and exercise books, so this is another one that I listen to on Audible. I am not sponsored by Audible, and I'm not promoting Audible, I'm just stating that I listened to this book over Audible. Okay. Hill looks at menstruation from a variety of angles, demystifying the medical and biological function while using inclusive language and not ignoring the inequities of the biology. The other side of this book is focused on the far more dubious wellness in related to your menstruation. However, Hill does efficiently break down the cycle into 4 seasons to, I suppose, neatly show how your hormones naturally function and fluctuate across your cycle. The biological aspects are well researched and easily put forward to be well understood. The wellness advice is the same as most other similar ilk. Eat better and healthier, and exercise appropriately according to where you are in your cycle. Take supplements, seek appropriate medical and naturopathic assistance, and information of that sort. However, some of the dietary advice is exceptionally dubious, especially when labelled self-care. Hill recommends an exclusionary paleo protocol diet, meaning common trigger foods such as grains, dairy, sugar, nuts, and seeds are quite often excluded. Frequently, these food groups, and specifically gluten, dairy, and/or sugar, are recommended to be cut out or eliminated entirely, and are quite often, as in this book, suggested as a cure for period pain itself. This is quite problematic in and of itself, as supplements can be effective, but only really when you have an adequate diet. Not one that recommends disordered eating or behavioural patterns such as orthorexia. Hill does comment that clients often present with menstrual problems related to undereating or lack of adequate diets, yet recommends this herself in this book. While the seasonal breakdowns in the book, which are largely arbitrary, actually are used to provide understanding in the way the cycle works. It is promoted as a way to utilize your time more frequently, as in to allocate your time to creativity, rest, socializing, and work appropriately according to your energy levels across your cycle. However, real-time life does not necessarily allow for this, and how far is the menstrual cycle in being a sign of strength or weakness really meant to do for a woman's equality? While I like the movement towards period positivity, and this is an excellent movement, and books like these do exist, as Hill's Period Power certainly contributes to this biological knowledge, certainly in the first third of the book. The wellness aspects leans in towards non-scientific alternatives, and makes certain aspects of the book seem very naive from this standpoint. However, Hill's vilification of the destructive properties of the pill and hormonal contraception needs to be heard by far more women. How deceptive and destroying of women's health, general health and mental health they can be that lack the further research, and these things which contain limited research has been actually hampered by the pill. So further medical research into certain aspects of the period has actually been hampered by the pill, because the pill essentially masks a lot of the symptoms. So if you have period issues, symptoms or problems, generally a lot of the solution is to put you on the pill, and the pill essentially masks what's going on with your period. It doesn't fix it, provide a solution, or provide any assistance in actually preventing what is happening in the first place, which actually means medical research into that problem does not get addressed, which means the next woman who comes along gets put on the pill, the next woman who comes along gets put on the pill, and that issue is never solved, and that problem is never solved. Links will be below, of course. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day, and I, of course, will catch up with you next video. Bye, everyone.